Hey everybody, welcome to Noticeably Invisible. My name is Dave and I'm your host for the show. I'm joined here with a special guest who I am very thrilled to have here. I got Dom Betez. Dom, thank you for joining me on the show, and hopefully you can share a little bit about yourself to our viewers.
Of course, and thank you to have me on your podcast.
No problem, Dom. I'm glad to have you here.
So today we're gonna talk about what is on my mind.
Yes, absolutely. Before we get into that, let's tell our listeners and our viewers who you are.
Okay, I'm Dominic Betez. I am 27, and I like everything in my life is like I got my mom in
Yeah,
my head,
yeah.
and I got my nephew Jeffrey, my sister. Um, Who else? Oh, well, her name is Michelle. She's kind of like a sister figure
Okay,
to
yeah,
me, but she's always helpful if I needed anything.
sure.
So,
So you got your mom, you got other outside family members who are super supportive of you. Do you and your mom live together alone?
yes,
You guys live in Rhode Island,
I
obviously,
live in Rhode
right?
Island.
You guys always lived in Rhode Island?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what do you do during the day? I know that I see you here at our Perspectives Day
Right.
program, right?
Yes.
So do you come here every day?
I come here only the days I come in is I go to work on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I come in here around like um Friday to Thursday to Monday.
Okay. So you come here 3 days a week and you go to work 2 days a week.
Correct.
Yeah. Do you enjoy coming here?
Yes, I do.
What kind of stuff do you do when you come to day program?
So when I come to the day program, my favorite thing to do is on Thursday we go to bowling, we go get coffee, and then go to bowling.
Yeah.
We bowl, and then after we've done bowling, we have lunch.
Okay. Very nice. What are some of the other things you guys do? I know you go to the mall
We
sometimes.
go to the mall sometimes. We um to do a outside group
Yeah.
like it's me, Hannah, and Danny and Casey and me.
Okay.
And instead of coming here, we just go into her car and we just go enjoy ourselves in the community.
Yeah, you guys have a good time. You guys are always out.
Yes.
Getting you here to do this with me was actually a challenge because you're always out in the community.
Right.
So that's awesome that you spend so much time out.
Right.
Um, and I think another thing I want to tell people is you're a super popular guy.
Most people would say that, but sometimes I am. My mom always told me I'm always look handsome.
You do. You always got your hair done nice. You always have nice clothes on. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You do. You take care of yourself and you're always looking happy and pleasant. Like people
Yes.
always enjoy talking to you.
Well, I'm going to tell you all about how I'm pleasant and how I'm nice. Is my mom had me grown up to be this way
Yeah.
is because I give her a lot of negativity, meaning I'll give her more happiness in her life because sometimes, well, not saying knock on wood, but God forbid something happens to my mom and she passed away, I have to my one of my goals is to go to a shared living.
Okay. And for people who have been watching our show, we've talked about shared living quite a bit. So I think most people know what you mean. But just for anyone who isn't quite sure, shared living is an opportunity for an individual to live with a community member in like a private household, and you become basically part of the house, right?
Yes.
And so it's such a nice way to be able to live because you have people who can be supportive in the house, but you also feel like an independent adult, right?
Yes.
Another thing that I think is notable, you went to high school,
Yes,
right?
I went to Coventry High School.
And you graduated?
I graduated 2007.
Okay. Were you as popular in Coventry High School as you are
Yes.
here? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've always been popular.
Yes.
You've always been the guy that everybody knows and they all say hi to and stuff like that.
Yes.
You
And
you did basketball while you were
I do
there?
unified basketball. They're called the Okers,
Yes,
Country
Coventry Okers.
Okers.
Yep.
I was one of their top athletes to be in the sport because
Nice.
they see me how I do, and now they say, "Hey, I see how you do in basketball. How you like to make the team?"
Yeah.
I said, "That'll be my honor to do it."
I love that. That would be my honor. You got recruited.
I got recruited to be
That's
on the
awesome.
Yokers.
That is awesome. They saw you. They're like, this guy puts in effort. He knows what he's doing. We need this guy on our team.
Yes, definitely.
That's awesome. Um, Dom, one thing you shared with me today, and I think I already knew it, but it came very clear. It became very clear to me how big of a fan you are. Is you're huge into wrestling.
Yes, I'm into wrestling, and to tell you the truth, my favorite wrestler, don't get me wrong, I like John Cena, but sometimes he can be overwhelmed a little bit
Okay.
with how he's being the bad guy.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. This weekend he had a little flop of his personality and it turned like sounded like he changed into more of a
He
bad guy
changed,
figure. Yeah.
but because Cody Rhodes wanted to sign a contract with Roman Reigns,
Okay.
he wanted the title back. Because since he was absent from WWE, he wanted the belt back.
Yeah.
So he decided he signed the contract with Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
So now when John Cena heard about it, now he wants the opportunity for the title.
Oh, so we changed so he can get that opportunity.
Yes.
Got it. And you were giving me a little history off air about John Cena and how initially he came into the WWE one way and then
Right.
he changed to
And then
get
he
an
came to
opportunity.
get the opportunity to challenge Cody Rhodes for the undisputed Universal Champion.
So he's flip-flopped how he's been John Cena
He's
throughout his
always
career.
been ruthless regression, and that he brought up like that
Hmm.
since in WWE. So now that's why he's bringing it back to WWE to show off again.
Okay.
So that's the type of topic he has.
All right. So is Cody Rhodes your favorite wrestler?
Basically, yes,
Okay.
because his dad is Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, he's an old wrestler, right?
Yes.
Okay.
His brother is Dustin Rhodes.
Dusty and Dustin?
Well, it was Dusty before, but they changed it to Dusty.
Okay. And then there's Cody.
And it's
Nothing to do
Cody.
with Dust.
Well, Cody Rhodes used to be Stardust.
Jeez, so they all had Dust in their names.
Yes.
All right. It's a Dusty family, I guess,
So
right?
it's a
Yeah.
Dusty family.
All right. What got you into WWE and why do you like it so much?
I watch it all the time.
Have you always been into it, like since you were little, or is it a later in life thing?
I was little. I was born when WWE started.
Yeah, that was a long time
It was
ago.
a long time
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
but when I watched it, I liked it. So I decided to say, "Hey, Dad, can you take me and Jerry to go see it and live?"
Oh, okay.
So he took me and my nephew to go see it.
Yeah,
It was like a long time ago.
yeah.
Um, I wanted to let you know my nephew took a high five from RVD
Oh,
on
okay.
ringside.
Yeah, that must have been a thrilling
It was a
experience right
thrilling
there.
experience to
Yeah.
see it. It was fun.
You guys must have been pretty close to get a high five.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
You know when you walk into WWE and there's the ramp when you see the
Yeah,
people walking
yep,
down?
yep.
We're like right in that area.
So he reached over
He was
the railing
like the railing and
and
he
he got
gave
the high
us
five.
high fives.
Very cool. So it sounds like you have some family involvement in why you like WWE. Like
Yeah.
it maybe brings some memories and you feel attached to it.
And I feel attached to it.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about this before on the show too, but like sometimes we're into the things we're into because they remind us of when we were young, and that's a comforting feeling. So it sounds like that might be the case for you.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you watch it now? Do you watch it with friends? Do you have friends that are also big into it that you
Yes.
get together with?
Joey.
Your buddy Joey, yeah.
Me and him watch it because his favorite is also John Cena.
Okay.
Can't say no for that because he likes that.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll change it to NASCAR.
Yeah, Joey's big into NASCAR. So Joey is a good friend of yours that also comes here to the day program, right?
Yes.
And you and Joey are like this.
Like they like friends for like forever when I first met him.
Yeah. As soon as you guys met each other, you were like, "Oh, we're
Like, oh
friends."
yeah, we're gonna be friends.
It was just meant to be.
It's meant to
Did you
be.
meet him here through day program, or did you already know him before this?
I met him in the day program.
Oh, okay. So you guys met here, and right away you just connected, and
Yeah.
a friendship just
Well,
grew.
actually, to tell you the truth, Journey sat me down, and then that's when Joey walked in and sat down near Journey, um, saying, "John, this is Joey Sullivan, and Joey, this is Dominic. He's been here since PCC."
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that was our previous day program, the PCC.
Correct.
Yep. So she introduced you guys, and it was just you
And
clicked
we
right
just
away.
like that all the way, and we're just friends.
Yeah. Do you like NASCAR too? Because I know he's huge
I
into
don't
NASCAR.
mind NASCAR so much,
Okay.
but sometimes I like to watch something different in my life.
Yeah. I think he could watch NASCAR all day.
Yeah, but I can't argue with him when he can't
Wait,
watch
does he
enough.
make you watch Home Improvement?
Yes, he does.
He loves Tim Allen.
I mean, Tim Allen's the best, but he's just the greatest guy
Yeah.
because he's funny. The way he acts in the shows,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that
Yeah. He's very funny.
really funny.
Um, So do you and when they have like you know how they have like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, all those events, do you guys watch it together? Do you get like a
Yes.
is it just the two of you or do you sometimes get other people
Well,
involved?
sometimes I get some people in like Chris Sherman.
Okay, so you have other friends that you have come over?
Yeah, well, not really come over, but just to watch it with me, like in the day program.
Oh, okay. You guys will watch it here on TV, like
Like
older matches and stuff like
not
that?
older matches, like new matches or old matches sometimes. Like the ones I watched was with Triple H versus Batista.
That's a newer match?
No,
He's
that's
I
like
was gonna say he's been around for a long time, Triple H, right?
Triple H has been since he was inducted to Hall of Fame
Yeah.
thanks to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
So now he's like
That's all way before your time. Shawn Michaels, geez.
Shawn Michaels is the best, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, he's great.
The one day it was Kevin Owens being a little cocky about stuff,
Mm.
and he was about to give him the power driver to break his neck.
Oh,
So what happened was Shawn Michaels reversed it into a sweet chin music on to Kevin Owens.
some serious business. Imagine if real life was like that.
If that happens in real life, I'll just stay back and let him do his job.
So speaking of real life, actually, that kind of brings us to a thing we were talking about before we came in here. So we were talking about sometimes, so you have a lot of friends,
Yes.
but sometimes friends can get they can tease us, they can do things that bother us, and we want to tell them to stop, but we also don't want to hurt their feelings, right?
Right.
Actually, it happened right before we got on here. We had a
Yeah.
friend, you had a friend come up to you, and he was kind of
Like
like
touching my
poke,
stomach,
yeah, he was
saying, "Don't
poking
like
at you a
poke
little
me
bit.
at me and like hurting my hernia."
And I watched you be very like you were direct, but you were also not being like rude. You were like, can you please stop that? That I don't like when you do that.
It bothers me. Like I'm not trying to make enemies,
Yeah, no, you did it a
or
very
I
appropriate
just want to
way.
say, Chase, I don't like what you're doing.
Yeah.
The touch here, or when you touch my hernia, because if you touch my hernia, it doesn't bother me when it's right on my stomach, but when someone pokes it or punches it,
Oh, it can
I feel
hurt.
uncomfortable and
Yeah.
it hurts.
Yeah. So what we were talking about is like sometimes friends, it can be harder to give feedback to friends because
Right.
we don't want to hurt their feelings, we don't want to lose their friendship, but also sometimes
Sorry.
no, you're good. Sometimes they don't take us serious, right?
Right.
And that started to happen a little bit, but then you said it again and he took you serious and he goes, I'm just joking, and he was fine.
Right.
So like it feels like in the WWE world, you probably would have done a pile driver to get him to stop. But in
Yeah.
real life, we don't do that, right?
No, we don't do that.
So the way you handled it was really great, but you were kind of saying that it can be really difficult sometimes.
It kind of does be difficult.
Yeah. So what if you had to give advice to somebody who struggles with that with their friends, like setting boundaries with friends? How would you help them? What would you
I'll
say to
help
them?
them saying, "Oh, I'll just say, hey, if he's bothering you, just say, I don't like that. Please stop. I don't like that. I don't want anyone to touch me like that.
Okay, so just be direct, right?
Right. Just be direct yourself.
But also respectful, right?
And in a respectful way to do it.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's great feedback for people because that's just something that like we don't talk about a lot, but it does happen quite a bit. Sometimes friends love teasing, and sometimes it actually crosses the line, right?
Oh, sorry.
It's early, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that maybe this will liven us up a little bit. I've been wanting to talk to you about this because you're known for a little something around here.
Yes.
You're known for your dating life here at the day
Yes.
program.
About dating.
Yeah. So I was asking you how many relationships you've had dating wise. And
Dating wise, I can just tell you off the bat is
we don't have to name names either.
we don't have to
leave
name
We'll
names,
name, but you said about 4 people,
right.
right? And what are the challenges dating for you?
Dating, to tell you the truth about dating is I want someone who really is interesting into like WWE
Oh, okay.
or video games or doing walking or fishing and being with the people and comfort people.
Yeah. So you are really looking for someone who shares the same interests.
Correct.
Is that hard to find?
A little bit hard to find someone like that, but I need not need, but I want someone who will interact with stuff like what I'm into.
All right. I think that makes perfect sense. I think most people want to be able to share their interests with people, right?
Correct.
So, but the thing that I wonder if it's challenging, and you can let me know this, it feels like for people that are in services, like whether you're in day program or if someone who lives in like group homes, your circle's kind of small. So you
Right.
see the same people every day a lot of times, right?
Yes, I do.
And that ends up becoming like you end up dating just the people that you're around. And
Right.
sometimes that doesn't work
Right.
because
It's because
they don't always have the same
they
interest.
don't have the same interest like I have.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned that you're out in the community quite a bit. Do you talk a lot to people in the community?
Yes.
Yeah. You also work too, so you get to
Yes.
meet people through work and stuff like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing, quality at work, you're not supposed to date anybody from work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great policy to have. You don't want to get any drama at work, right?
Well, not drama. Well, like what I'm saying is like our policy. If you know someone from work, you can't really date anybody from work.
Sure, sure. Um, so when you meet somebody and you have interest in them, how do you let them know you have interest?
I will let them know ahead of time and approach them to say, "Hi, how are you? You look wonderful this morning."
To give them a nice little compliment?
Nice little compliment.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, "Oh, how are you? You look great."
You try to make it
I'll
like,
make it. I'll try to make it like sweet,
yeah,
but less sweet a little bit.
it's not overly sweet.
Like overly sweet, but just a little bit.
I think people could learn from you. It sounds like you got it down. So kind of give them a nice compliment that feels special,
Right.
but not over the top. Like
Not over
you don't
the
want
top,
them to think
like
you're just saying it to just say it.
like here's a tip.
Yeah.
It's like if you see a girl who's beautiful and look great in the morning, just walk up and don't be afraid to say, "Hey, you look beautiful this morning. How you like to go out on a coffee date with me?" On a basic date like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Has that worked for you?
Not really. I tried once in a
Yeah,
while.
it's harder than it probably sounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I fix this?
Yeah, of course.
Did I do something?
No, you're good.
Yeah, so did I do something?
Hold on one sec. All right.
So yeah, I've been like trying to get someone in my life,
Yeah.
like someone who will like say, okay, yeah, I like WWE too. And what else do you like? I said I like walking my dog in the
Oh, okay.
morning and
Yeah.
go fishing. And once in a while during the night, I'll just relax in my room and play video games.
So let's say there's someone who approaches you, right?
Yes.
Because that actually happened pretty much twice since I saw you today.
Yeah.
So somebody approaches you and they express interest in you. do you automatically give them an opportunity, or do you kind of wait and see, like, oh, I don't know if we have anything in common? How do you go about it?
My go about it is if they say, so if you're into me, can we like sit down and talk about it? I was to say, I'm not bashful to say it, but I would say, yes, I would like to sit down with you and tell you all about me. And if you want to
Oh,
sit down, and if you want, if I like to hear what you like,
yeah.
then go from there.
Okay, so you get to know them.
And I get to know them well and how they what they like.
That's awesome. That's a great way to go about it. So you give an opportunity to at least get to know each other. You don't just
Yes.
jump right into
No,
a
I don't jump
relationship.
right into it.
Yeah.
Like it's like, okay, give your experience, Lee.
Hmm.
Like if I say, oh, let's do this, but no, we don't want to do that. You need to approach it calmly
Yeah.
and be confirmed about it and just be there and just listen to the girl who's telling you all about her life.
Yeah. So that's a big piece of it too, is being able to listen, right?
To listen
It's
well.
it's easy to tell people about
And
ourselves.
also look at people who's focusing on someone talking.
Yeah. Making good eye
Like
contact.
eye contact.
Yeah. So listening, eye contact, those are all super important, right? As we're getting
Always.
to know people. Do you feel like people do that to you?
Sometimes, but sometimes not.
Okay. And is that a deal breaker? If, like, let's say you were talking to somebody and they wouldn't make eye contact, or they weren't, you didn't feel like they were listening and they just kept talking about themselves, what would you do?
I'll feel uncomfortable and I'll be upset.
And you'd probably say, I'm okay with it. I don't want to date this
Yeah.
person. Okay. Um, yeah. Is that hard to say to someone
I,
that I don't want to be in a relationship with you?
I don't want to like make it not like someone who likes me or don't like me so much.
Yeah. One of the things I've noticed about you, just in our short conversations, has been you're a pretty sensitive guy.
I am very sensitive. To tell you the truth is sometimes people doesn't realize how I take things
Yeah.
personal.
Yeah. I also appreciate that you care about how other people feel, though.
Like,
You don't want other people to be upset.
no, I don't want them to be upset either, but I need them to know about how I feel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a tough thing to do sometimes,
It
right?
is.
It's tough to tell people if we're upset or we don't feel good about something.
Right.
Yeah. So is that something that is a challenge for you pretty much all the
Yes.
time?
Yes.
Because you want to tell people, but it's hard to tell people?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you do? How do you work through that?
I'll try to say all my life I've been not been picked on, but I've been sometimes people will say, oh, look at that guy, he's Dominic the donkey, or call me something I don't like. I mean, I know the Dominic the donkey is a Christmas thing,
Yeah.
not saying that to ruin people's life about it, but that type of topic of Dominic the
You feel like
donkey
it's teasing.
is like it's teasing
Yeah.
me. I get fed up, I
Hmm.
get upset, I get emotional.
Yeah. So how do you express yourself when people say things like that to you? What do you say?
I say, I don't like that. Can you please stop?
Yeah. So just direct. I think that's the best way go about it. Just you're direct. And if they continue it, obviously that's a person you don't want to interact with,
Right.
right?
We don't want that because, I can be open with everybody, but if someone keeps saying, oh, Dominic the donkey, now I just shut down and I don't like that because it bothers me inside.
Do you have people that you talk to if like someone's bothering you? Do you have people that you'll go and, let them know how you're feeling?
Yes. Like I'll let like Journey,
Hmm.
Lee, and also Jill.
Okay. So you have support system, support people around that you feel comfortable
Yes.
talking to. Good, good, good. Um, let's get back to, we mentioned you work.
I do work.
You've been working for a little while now, right?
Yes, I've been working lately.
Okay. How long have you been at your job?
I've been here for like 30 days a week,
3 days a week?
like 2 days a week.
Oh, 2 days a week? Okay. And you've been there for a few years?
I've been here for a few years and I was a good employee. Someone through perspectives told me about it. They were looking for someone to hire.
Okay. Do you mind sharing where it is?
Goodwill is in Warwick. It's between Aldi's and Lowe's,
Okay, yeah. That's a newer Goodwill too,
and that's a
right?
newer Goodwill.
Yeah,
Well, not really old, new,
yeah.
but it looks like that.
And you enjoy that job?
Very well.
Yeah, great.
To tell you the truth, another topic I had in my head, my friend, Derek Huffman from school,
Hmm.
he did a skit of basketball, and I was in that skit.
Oh, he did like he filmed a skit
Like
for
he
it?
filmed the skit for it, and he
Yeah, yeah.
put me and him and other friends together and do that video.
Did you enjoy doing that?
That was I relieved. I like it. It
Yeah,
was so fun.
yeah.
Then another friend came along and looked at that video, saying, "I want that kid right there. I want him in my next movie."
Really?
Yes.
And so that person's making a movie too?
And his name is Connor Holden.
Okay.
He developed a Star Wars skit. He wanted like a bad guy themed
Yeah.
Star Wars theme.
So you're originally from Coventry, right?
Yes.
Isn't Coventry where the two individuals, Sam and Maddie, made a zombie film? Do you know them?
No, I don't.
Okay, a few years back, there were two individuals, both who had Down syndrome,
Yeah.
made a zombie horror movie, and it caught a lot of publicity. And they were on like the Tonight Show or something like that. They got pretty popular from doing it. So, I mean, that's the thing. Another thing to remember is like you definitely, if that's something that you want to pursue,
I
like
want to do that.
yeah, being in skits, being in
Being in
films,
skits, being in films, I like that.
that's awesome.
Stuff like that actually gives me the opportunity to do that again
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, definitely take those opportunities. But if anybody's watching this and you have an opportunity for Dom, feel free to reach out and we can
Please
connect
do.
him.
And if you want to know, if you go to Derek Huffman Projects, give him a like.
Okay. That's great. That's great. And they can check out the one that you were in?
Yes.
Awesome. So that's on YouTube.
And that's on YouTube.
Awesome. Do you know the name of the skit?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Maybe we can get that and we can share it in the description.
And I like that.
That'd be awesome. Okay. Dom, did we cover everything we wanted to talk about today?
Yes, we did.
All right. Dom, I will just share this with our audience. I wasn't expecting us to get as deep as we got today in conversation. I can't say how much I appreciate you being so open, so vulnerable, so strong, and sharing your story with us because I think it really highlights just who you are as a person and all the stuff that you're dealing with, but you're still such a good person.
It is.
So thank you, Dom, for being here.
And also, one thing I want to
Yeah.
say on the camera is, if mom's out there watching this right now, please, mom, follow this, and I want you to follow those 2 tips. What my father wants me to do to help you to go through.
Do you want to give any other shout outs, maybe to any friends or family that might be
If
watching?
any friends out there right now watching this right now, please feel free to do the comment on what's it called?
Yeah, on our YouTube, on our Noticeably Invisible
I know
show.
it's invisible on
Yeah.
YouTube, and feel free to watch it, see what you like, and if you like it, then maybe one day one of my friends from here or someone outside of Perspectives could come and
Oh, well, my hope is, and I'll share, I didn't tell you this before. I'm hoping to get you and Joey in here because you guys, I think, would be a funny episode. You guys are
I like that.
knuckleheads when you're
Like the
together,
two
right?
knuckleheads.
Yeah. I would love that. So
Well, you know
we'll
what?
have to plan that. Now that you're
Yeah.
comfortable being here, we'll have to plan
Yeah.
that, okay?
Yeah, I would like that. Like maybe Joey, like I would say to Joey, like, you knucklehead.
And we can get you guys talking about some WWE, some NASCAR.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time.
Like Last Man Standing and Home Improvement.
And home improvement. All right, Dom, thank you so much for being here. Everybody, if that's watching this, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when we have new episodes coming out. We appreciate you watching, and we will see you next month. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.